Welcome to the Wildcast podcast, coming to you from Wildcast Studios, with your hosts Adam Lund and Jeremy Boucher.
Oh, welcome into Wildcast Studios for another episode of the Wildcast podcast, presented by Alpha's Appliance Solutions. Right now until November 1st, they've got the Autumn Kitchen Suite Savings Event, instant savings on qualifying Maytag or Whirlpool appliances. Buy 200, 300, 25 Halifax Street, Moncton, 506-858-5111. As always, finishers, I am your host, Adam Lund. I am sad, but I am here. I am joined by the writer for Rocket Sports via the Hockey News, Mr. Jeremy Boucher, who, man, headliner won, and you nailed it. How did that feel, and how do you feel about that?
I feel very good and, fairly pretty confident with myself here. Another announcement on Friday.
A little shocked they only did one, or did you kind of expect that?
Well, it's a cash grab thing that they're doing. And so you release your first headliner, and then you open up Tier 1 pricing. And then you announce another headliner on this upcoming Friday. And all of a sudden, your Tier 1 pricing is gone, and you're up to Tier 2. And then they'll do another headliner. And, Tier 3. Then all of a sudden, your $1,000 VIP tickets that I bought are $2,000 by February.
So are you saying you were smart to purchase the $1,000 seat VIP tickets?
Yeah. And two of them, actually.
That's what I mean. And two of them.
Yeah. So $2,000 I dropped last Friday on VIP tickets to YQM. And the other reason why I did VIP is because apparently it's worth it. When you get your private shitter.
Yeah,
and,
that would definitely make it worth it.
And when they say private washroom, it's literally just a porta potty that's not as busy as it is in general admission.
Yeah.
So they call it private because there's no lineups. Better food choices, better alcohol choices. You could bring a chair into VIP.
Right. You're
closer to the stage. You got a private entrance. I was like, you know what? It's worth it. I got the money for it. I can afford to get VIP this year. And I didn't see Luke Combs in Cavendish, which really bumped me out, man.
Yeah, that would do it.
And this way, it's right in my backyard. So
I was just impressed that I knew one of the headliners. I was like, I know that guy. Because last year, I only knew Keith Urban, maybe one, I almost said Rhett Warner song, Thomas Rhett, and the other guy, I couldn't tell you.
Morgan Wallen?
I couldn't tell you two songs by him.
Do you know Jason Aldean?
Yes, I do. Isn't he the one that did something in a small town and is getting in a lot of trouble?
Yeah, the one. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't know the songs off the top of my head, but I'm sure if I heard them, I'd be like, oh, yeah, I know that one, and I know that one.
Yeah, so that's probably what we're looking at for this Friday.
And then Nickelback?
Are
you smoothing off? Or
anybody that's seen my comments on Facebook about Nickelback neither realize that it's just a troll job. It's not actually true.
But it was such a good show. Look at this photograph.
Look at this photograph. But there is a video of Bailey Zimmerman singing Rockstar with Nickelback at one of the award shows a couple of months ago, and does it pretty well. So maybe they sneak him in as would it be Bailey Zimmerman opening up for Nickelback, or would it be Nickelback opening up for Bailey Zimmerman?
I would think the opposite.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. But no, I'm not. I don't have any hopes and dreams that Nickelback will be here. It's still a country fest, and they'll stick. They're probably gonna stick to it.
I mean, I think I know Dirt Road Album, Jason Aldean.
Yeah,
the Small Town Song, I know that one. I'm not gonna play these songs, but just going off the names, I'm like, no, I don't know if I know many. Jason, there's like 6 country stars that are all the same, and if you don't know what they look like and you listen to them, you're like, that's this guy. No, it's this guy. It's this guy. So, yeah, I would prefer Nickelback. I'm not paying for that festival because I'm not going to know a lot of the bands that are playing, but I do get to listen from my back deck.
Oh, so there you go.
That's like all free. Yeah, exactly. I don't know if I'll be able to hear them sing here, but hey, I get to hear it. So, yeah. I'm impressed that you got at least one, or that I knew one.
Well, I'm pretty confident on 2. I'll be 2 for 2 on Friday.
On Friday,
yeah.
Jason Aldean.
Yeah, and he's never been to the Maritimes. He's never played Cavendish. He's never been on the Hill. This will be his first time, I believe, east of
When did Luke Combs play the
Montreal.
Cavi? Was it last year or 2 years ago?
2 years ago?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you had tickets and sold them, right?
No, I
No,
never
that was
did.
last year you had tickets and sold them.
Yeah, I never did get the Luke Combs tickets. Why? I have no idea. But I just never went. And even though Cavendish sells single day tickets, I still never bought a single day ticket.
That just seems like more of a hassle to get a single day ticket and try to get over there. And
But that's what people are craving, single day tickets for YQM. It's like their number one complaint that you see on Facebook all the time is that how they don't do single day tickets.
well, why would they? They're selling out of the weekend festivals.
Yeah.
And it's sold out every year, right?
It's pretty damn close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I guess if they're not like a certain team we talk about that has ticket issues, or a certain league that we talk about that has ticket issues, they sell out all the time. And I mean, I kind of hope it is Nickelback on a Thursday, because unless it's like I don't want to say a novelty act. Like Keith Urban's pretty popular, but he's like
he's
the older country that I would know. Plus, he's got newer country, partnered with a few new country acts. Like, I'd like to see them bring a Tim McGraw or a Faith Hill. She comes with him, but some of the older acts that you could bring with it. So,
no, they need to. That festival, they do really well, but they need more female acts, because it's for 3 years now. It's been all male headliners. Like, it's there's so many talented female country singers out there right now.
Yeah,
but all they do is male. Like, it's.
Think they could pull Carrie? She was here. She enjoyed her time here.
Yeah,
that would be. I mean, that would be if you had a Thursday Aldine and a Friday Carey and a Saturday Combs.
Yeah,
that would be almost enough to pull me into.
Yeah, because year one they did Blake Shelton and
Florida Georgia Line,
and year two, which was last year,
was Wallen,
Wallen, Thomas Rhett, and
Keith,
and this year will be
so far just Combs.
Luke Combs. Yeah, why am I thinking Luke Bryan?
He played the Hill.
He played the Hill, right?
Yeah. Who would you want to see female-wise?
Kelsey Ballerini.
Is she big enough to headline?
Oh yeah.
Is she?
Yeah, okay. She's big on her own right now.
She played Cavendish in the smaller venue.
No, she's never been. So she opened up for Luke Bryan on the Hill.
Ah, that's what it was.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So Kelsey Ballerini for sure. She's taken off. Like, she's really well right now. Lainey Wilson. I don't know if she's headliner potential, but she's opener potential for sure. Those are just a couple of names that I'd love to see live.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Do you watch MasterChef?
Hell's Kitchen, you mean?
Hell's Kitchen, yeah.
Of course I did. How could I miss that?
I'm pumped for this week's episode where Jason gets in trouble for telling Gordon Ramsay what to do or whatever he does. But yeah, it's
arrogant idiot.
Yeah, I still feel good about my selection of Jonathan and Sammy. I think.
Yeah, we're
still good.
That won't be done till like January, February. So we got some time.
Absolutely, and this show is dedicated to my Hershey bunny.
Oh,
I miss you. All right, so don't forget to like us, follow us on all the social medias: Twitter, Moncton Wildcast, Instagram, Wildcast Podcast, TikTok, Wildcast Podcast, and of course, if you're watching here on YouTube, thanks. Like, subscribe, hit the little bell so you don't miss any of these shows and/or the post-game shows. All right, we're gonna do 2 quick questions.
Oh, right.
First one's a bit of a fun one.
Okay.
You have to give up one for life: peanut butter and jelly or grilled cheese.
So oddly enough, I eat.
That's why first of all I had to make sure Jeremy liked both of these, so he wasn't like, "Oh, I'll get rid of this one," right?
Yeah.
But yeah, I saw this on TikTok, and I was like, "Yep, saving that video. That's going right to our show." So,
I rarely eat peanut butter and jam sandwiches. Mm-hmm. For one, I don't buy jam because nobody else eats it.
Yeah.
And I made myself a grilled cheese today.
Yeah.
A little hot sauce and some dip action.
Yeah.
I'm good with getting rid of peanut butter and jelly.
Yeah.
I'm a big grilled cheese. I think I make amazing grilled cheese. And I'm still glad that the Avenir Center got rid of the grilled cheese restaurant because those are garbage. I make better grilled
cheese. Did
cheese.
you ever try them?
No, yeah, they're terrible.
Yeah,
I make
Layla bought them, and they were like,
yeah.
For those that can't see, they're about EA thick.
But it's been replaced with a $18 meatball sub.
That is phenomenal, apparently, according to Mr. Dorian. He said it's if you're gonna get a food critic.
That guy would say the friggin' veggie Whopper at Burger King is damn good. So
I'm actually surprised he ate it and didn't just eat Whoppers every time he goes into the arena.
I love the guy, but man, I don't trust him with the old food reviews.
No, so you might have to try it yourself then.
Oh yeah, but I have to.
Yeah, I think I would like. I like peanut butter and jam. I buy jam. Nice. I keep it in the house. I usually put it on toast. Like I don't like butter on my toast. Find it like it's got to be just toast and then jam, not toast and butter then jam. Even at restaurants, when we had breakfast, I'm like, white toast, no butter. But yeah, I think I could do without peanut butter and jam for grilled cheese all the time. Like there's sometimes I'm like, I'm gonna make a sandwich. No, I'm not. I'm gonna heat this up and make a grilled cheese. It just something about grilled cheese and tomato soup, even on a night like
homemade
Monday.
Tomato soup.
Yeah, even on a night like Monday where it's crap out and you come home and you just nice warm soup and a grilled cheese.
Or you work outside all day in the pissing down rain and you get soaked, so you only work for an hour and have to come home and throw your clothes in the dryer, then go back out to work. Yeah, that's that kind of soup day.
That kind of soup day? That's a soup day? Yeah. Tell us what you think. What would you give up? Peanut butter and jelly or grilled cheese? All right, now we get to the real quick question. 10 games, 6-3-0-1. We talked about it right off the hop. The article come out about Lacroix on the hot seat. I said it was warm. You wanted to see after 10 games. We're going to get into it a little bit more in-depth in a little bit, but I mean, for me, it's continuing to heat up. And if you put it out of a 10 to start the season, it was probably at about a 3.5. And right now, I know they're 6-3-1. They're 0-3 against teams that are preseason contenders. For me, it's like 5.5. Like it is heating up. I mean, it might be a little bit higher if they hadn't have beat Bathurst the way they did. Had they beat them like 3-2 or 2-1, might be a little bit warmer. But yeah, for me, it's probably about a 5.5.
So you're kind of on that side of you think it might happen?
Yep.
Yeah. So, I mean, we're seeing things this year that haven't been fixed since last season. So there's things that need to be addressed. Every day I'm getting a message from Andrew Barrington. Did you get any news yet? Any news yet? Nope. No, nothing yet. It's being talked about a lot. And there's some people that I think they've had enough.
Yeah.
Like they can say that maybe it's time to make a change, and yeah, sure, maybe it is. I kind of agree. Like it's such a touchy subject because, you know, it's we really don't know what is going on, or if it's, you know, is it really a coaching thing, or are there certain players that are just not wanting to play for this coach, right? And so it could very well be a player thing, could be a coaching thing, but we are seeing the same things that we saw last year. So many turnovers, and maybe we just pay attention to our team a little too much because there are other teams that make turnovers too.
Yeah.
But we focus on our team. Like, for all we know, you know, there could be turnovers happening left and right in Halifax or in St. John or in Quebec or in Victoriaville or Drummondville, but we just don't see it because we're primarily looking at our own team.
Mm-hmm. I
just don't know if it happens, who would be out there. Yeah, that's the only thing,
and that's my biggest thing.
We know that Mr. Irving loves bringing back coaches that have been with us before, and I mean, Ted Nolan would be the only coach out there that's that that would possibly come back. But at this point, his age is getting up there.
Yeah, and I'm looking through some of the stats on the league, and I mean, you're 6-3-1, but you're leading the league in goals for per game at 4.19, and they're 10th in 3.2. And we talked about it on the post-game show after the first Cape Breton game. Like, we're like, if this team can play like this, and they're tough to beat when they play, and they're disciplined, and they don't take penalties, and they don't beat themselves up. They're one of the top teams. They're very tough to beat. Sometimes it's just that team didn't really beat us. Moncton beat themselves, and that's what caused it. But everybody talks about the names that come out, like, the former coaches and this and that, and I'm at the point where, and Andrew Barrington loves to ask this, well, who would you bring? Would you bring this guy? I don't care. I just want a new voice, I want guys to be hard on the puck all the time. And like, you see other coaches and other teams, and you watch other leagues, and you just see, and you're just like, where is that from Moncton? And they have it sometimes. It's not like it's a turnover fest to the point where we're not getting any. Like, we're making turnovers, we're making things happen, but fail fast. And it's at a point now where you've got St. John, Val-d'Or, Halifax, St. John, Quebec to end this month. And then they go on the long road trip with Val-d'Or, Rouyn-Noranda, and Gatineau. So, again, if you come out of that beating St. John twice, Quebec, and you lose, and Gatineau, and you lose to Val-d'Or, Halifax, Val-d'Or, and Rouyn-Noranda, well, what are we doing here where we can only beat the bottom-feeding teams and we can't beat the good teams? And that's where I'm going to have a much more of a problem coming off that road trip if we're losing to Val-d'Or, Halifax, Val-d'Or, and Rouyn-Noranda. And I'm going to put Val-d'Or up there because right now they're a good team and they're playing well.
Yeah. No, it's interesting because, I mean, where's this with the stat I have right here? So they, with wins over St. John and Blainville last weekend, Lacroix moved into 4th place in the all-time regular season wins category by a Wildcats coach with 111. So then they beat Bathurst, so now it's 112.
Yeah.
To get into 3rd, he needs 126 wins. So basically, he's 14 wins away from moving into 3rd. I mean, will we see him accomplish that? I think that's kind of the next thing, right? Is he going to get those 14 more wins to move into 3rd? Because after that, he's not even close to 2nd.
Who's 2nd?
Rumble, of all people.
All right. Wouldn't have thought that.
180. And then
Danny Flynn.
Defense Danny, at 200 and...
I mean, I guess Rumble had the couple of years with Garland, right?
Yeah.
So
that helped, yeah.
Yeah.
And then Defense Danny has 219. So there
just seems to be too much talent on this team in year 3 to be coming on here week after week and seeing the same stuff.
No, that's it. Like, that's exactly what I mean. Like, it's almost as if it's like we're starting to repeat ourselves. And we said it multiple times last year. Like, there are games last year that we won that we shouldn't have won, and we gave them credit for that, but there was also games that they lost that they shouldn't have lost. And it just happened. Like, this has it happened yet this year where we should be beating Charlottetown.
Yep.
Right, and that's kind of...
We never play well in that building, though.
We never do. You're right. We never do. It's like a curse.
Yep.
For me, I'm on board with it. I just don't know who they bring in.
No. And there was a couple names from Amherst in the summer. Fabian Joseph, and there was one other one that we thought maybe when they were released by Amherst that would be. But that's my thing. If you are on the side of making the move out there, who you bringing in, right? And that's always been my thing. And I literally don't care about the name anymore. I think to see this team with a new voice and a new vision and a new way to play and I think we'd also get that coach bump, but I think it would just benefit some of these guys. And again, we're not in the room to know what goes on past there, but it's It's a tough subject.
It is. That's why I really don't want to kind of get mad about it.
No.
I don't want to say the wrong thing, but I am on board with it. You're right. Like their change does need to be made, whether it's behind the bench or just the whole way that they approach games.
Yeah.
You know, the light switch needs to be flicked on, and someone needs to realize that the team can play a lot better than how they are.
Yeah. I mean, you had 4 days off before Victo, 3 days off before Drummondville. In both games, you came out kind of flat. And this isn't a knee-jerk reaction because I got pumped 11-1. But we'll get into that in the weekly rewind in a little bit. Let's get some news and notes.
News and notes from around the queue.
A couple trades in the old queue. Nothing. Trades? Nothing crazy. There was some 20-year-olds that could be dealt. Not the one that we talked about last week that we thought might get dealt. But get up to the right trade page.
He's off to a pretty good start.
He is off to a pretty good start. Matthew McDonald goes from Bacomo to Blainville. And Igor Mumbramoe.
Mumbabwe.
If his goal song isn't Awimoe from the Lion King, oh man, you gotta have that. You gotta make that happen. Traded from Victoriaville to Bathurst, and Zachary Rushton as well from Rimouski to Bathurst.
No, the
what? Yeah,
really?
Yeah, Zachary Rushton.
Oh, look at that. Okay, cool. Oh.
Hang on, how did an 07 get dealt before the deadline?
He's not playing in the league. He's not playing in the league.
And that's why he's here. The World Junior coaches are announced. Alan Tang of Sarnia will coach the World Junior team, and Gilles Bouchard from Quebec will be one of his assistant coaches. Sean Clouston from Kamloops, Scott Walker from Guelph, goaltending consultant Justin Pogge, Calgary Hitman legend, World Junior legend, will be the goalie coach, video coach James Emery, Maple Leafs legend. Yeah, man, if there's a player that you thought was going to take off in the league as a goaltender after playing pretty good for Calgary and then going to the World Juniors and I think letting in 2 goals in 6 games and the Daryl Sutter team in Vancouver, it was Justin Poe. He was the future in definitely in Toronto, but unfortunately he is not. Didn't really have the career that a lot of people thought he would. A little bit of news close to home. Maverick Welk has been assigned to the Frederick Red Wings early on last week.
All thanks to Craig Eagles.
Yes, absolutely. And you know what? Perfect spot for him. We saw what Junior A did for Keegan Warren. And I don't doubt that Maverick Welk will get this seasoning. And if he's needed up here again, he can play well. And he showed flashes in the preseason. It just didn't all click at once. And Junior A is a great spot for him to learn. And I think it's a fantastic spot.
Fantastic spot that they decided to use their 5th stringer as a call-up on Sunday.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, he
was actually playing, so
yeah, that too. And Seaman Cormier was a little quicker to get here than Maverick Welk. He just has to go down the road.
Yeah, hello, Simon. Yeah, it's Richie. We need a goalie. Okay, bye.
Yeah, exactly. That's pretty much how that went. You heard it here first. That's exactly how that went. The QMJHL Team of the Week. Last week I nailed it. I got 2 of the 5 right, but this week we got Jeremy Minville from Gatineau. That's going to be a theme here in a minute. 4 goals, 5 assists in 4 games. Charles Boutin of Gatineau, a goal and 7 assists in the 4 games. Louis Felix Dene from Shawinigan, 3 goals, 4 assists in 3 games. Nolan Ling from Gatineau, 3 goals and an assist in 4 games. Angus Booth, God, I love that name. Shawinigan, 3 assists in 3 games. And then William Rousseau for Rouyn-Noranda, 2-0-0, 967 save percentage, and a 1 point goals against average.
I mean, were these people only watching 2 teams here?
Yeah, it feels that way. Yeah.
Didn't the Drummondville players get enough points against us to make an appearance?
Maybe that was just too easy.
Did they crap the bed against? I guess.
Well, they didn't.
Technically,
yeah. We're gonna get to that in a minute. Jeremy Minville of Gatineau is the QMJHL player of the week.
Bad.
Well, they are. I mean, they've gotten 2 wins now. So no team is winless in the season. So
they've only 2 wins.
2-7, yeah.
And they've got 3 guys on the team that win.
Yeah, they had a good week though. I guess. Scored lots of goals. All right, let's get into our team.
Weekly Rewind.
Wildcats go 1-1-0-1 over the weekend, bringing the record, as I said, to 6-3-0-1 on the season. Well, let's get into it. Thursday.
Nope. Not doing that.
Yeah. Oh man, like you said, no more Thursday games. Just be done with them.
Not doing that.
Yeah.
On to Saturday.
Yeah. On to Saturday. Another battle in Charlottetown. Again, God, I hate going there. I love going there, actually. Love going to the island. Bought some.
I saw you were contributing to the local economy.
I was contributing, yes. We had to use our, we had one of those passes, the island passes or whatever. Island
Oh,
money.
yes. Yeah.
We had that for about 2 years in Layla's purse and had $20 on it. So we're.
How was your pilot house experience?
Very good, actually. Yeah. Little
fancy, yeah?
A little slower on the service than I'd like but very good food. Had the calamari. What else did I have? I don't know, some chicken. Oh no, I had the burger. Very good. A little disappointed in their beer selection. When I was trying to, I was like, I was like, do you have any sour beers or anything? Big sour. They had a pumpkin ale.
Oh, from probably Khan. And,
yeah. And she's like, no sour beers. I'm like, all right, I'll take Coors Light. Glass or bottle? Glass. And I look over and the bartender's pouring the bottle into the glass. I'm like, there's a tap. Give me the tap. I want the draft. If you're gonna ask me about a glass, I want the draft. But no, real good food. With the Home Sense, bought a lot of Christmas stuff.
Home Sense,
had all their Christmas stuff out there ready to go, and felt like a tourist. Had some time to kill. Walked around. Bought my daughter a Christmas gift. Bought a nice PEI shirt. Layla bought a hoodie. Did you buy
a PEI dirt shirt?
I didn't buy a PEI dirt shirt. I'm gonna get one of those for my dad though at some point.
Made with real dirt.
Yes. We walked out. I was like, it's like we've never been to PEI. We're from Alberta.
I love that.
First time out here, and we're just like, we're gonna get all the tourist stuff. Which they love.
Cal's ice cream?
No, but we did go because we went to Cal's before we went to dinner.
Yeah.
And then.
Yeah, because it's right there.
Yeah, it's right there, and I'm just like, I'm not really feeling ice cream before dinner. Stayed at the Sydney Inn Boutique Hotel, our favorite hotel.
Sydney Inn Boutique Hotel?
Off Sydney Street down
That's
by...
It's got to be new.
It's new. It's down by Holland College.
Oh, my people.
Your people. It was an old nunnery, and it was turned into a hotel / apartments. Like, people live there full time. There's a breakfast downstairs. Yeah, you're going to Google it, and you're going to be like, I know where that is. Right by the old train station.
Train station?
Yeah. Did you find it? Right off Sydney Street, of course. Just a fantastic hotel. Like, if you're in Charlottetown, # not a sponsor, but the Sydney Boutique and Inn and Suites, go there. We've gone there twice now. Great breakfast down in the morning. You finding it? Okay, anyway, so yeah, love going to Charlottetown.
Oh, that's a hotel now.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Baller. Doesn't look like much outside, but yeah, there it is, kind of. Yeah.
Oh.
But it was an old nunnery, and they've got apartments upstairs. They got king suites, queen suites, regular hotels, and then down underneath, you've got a continental breakfast bar.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. So, like I said, like going to Charlottetown. Don't exactly like going to the Eastlink Center to play Charlottetown.
Did you get your hand stamped?
Yep, still do.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Some things never change.
No, I was talking to Corey Arsenault on the way in, and I was like, A, is there room up in the press box? And he's like, I think there should be. And then I was like, B, is there a press door to come in, like the Avenir Center? Because I don't know, we haven't used it yet. There, he's like, nope, just go in with the common people. I was like, all right. So I walk in, showed the pass, kept walking. The guy's like, oh. I'm like, no, I got to pass. Like, no, I got to stamp your hand. I was like, yeah, stamp. And you can see it in the interview with Plandowski too. I'm holding the mic with my left hand, and I'm just like this, and you can just see a bright green stamp right on my hand.
Why are they doing that?
I don't know.
It's been going on for 25 years.
Some things are just, they're probably doing it just classic wise.
Oh my god.
But they got a PEI museum, PEI Hockey Museum in the Eastlink.
Pretty cool.
I don't know how long that's been there.
Yeah, it's been. It was there when I was going to school.
Was it? Okay.
Yeah. So it's pretty neat.
So before we get to the game, did the PEI Rocket move and then the Islanders came back, or did they just do a whole brand change?
Yeah. So the PEI Rocket were the Laval Rocket,
right?
And then the PEI Rocket. It was just they never left.
Just a brand change.
It was a brand change. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, because I was like, you walk in, there's a big PEI Rocket logo, and I'm just like, did they go somewhere? Like, did they become something, and then they got the team back? Yeah. But no, it's very cool. If you go to a game, I don't even know if you need to go to a game to go to the museum. You might just be able to go in and watch it. But very cool to go and see the history of everyone that's ever played on the island. The Islanders, the Rocket, the senior team, the Islanders.
Abbeys.
The what?
Abbeys?
Yep, the Abbeys.
Yeah, Abbeys, yeah.
I'm looking at the Charlottetown Islanders senior hockey team, and I'm like, why didn't you guys go with that color, the red and the yellow? That's kind of ugly, but that's probably why they didn't do it. I mean, this game for me, we'll get back to hockey now. This game for me, the Wildcats don't get a point if Keegan Warren doesn't play the way he played. I mean, he is showing in his 2 starts, not counting the Drummondville, because that nobody showed up except for Mueller and Collard, that he's like, we found a backup goaltender and he's able to get points. He's now got 3 points in his 2 starts for us. He had countless saves in the third period. He had back-to-back toe saves. Didn't even matter who was getting in his face. He was calm. He was composed. The power play had a new look. It worked. Fortier John scored on the power play. We saw one turnover that turned into a goal. And like I said to you, I mean, that turnover on the first Islanders goal, he's made that play 100 times and it's worked out. It just happened to roll off his stick. But it was just, if you are explaining Charlottetown hockey to someone who's never seen them play, you show them this hockey game. You can actually show them any hockey game that goes to overtime against Moncton. That's Charlottetown hockey. They wear you down, they grind you, they keep it close, and then they get a bit of lucky in the overtime.
I don't know if I should be frustrated with this game or what, but they played good enough to win.
They did, yeah.
But then it's like the St. John game where they almost like ran into a hot goalie.
Yeah. And
almost lost. Well, I guess they did lose. Well, they almost lost the St. John game because they ran in because the goalie was so hot. Like it's and this Bickle kid, like he played against us in that first game too, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
6 goals and 33 shots.
Okay, put the other goalie in next time we play. Come on. Come on, exactly. Jim.
Yeah. Do it.
But I'll be honest, I didn't watch the game Saturday. I didn't watch the game Sunday, so I'm not really can't really comment personally on it. Yeah. But
I mean, George Matthews, when I turned in after the game was over, I looked at George and I went, "We got a point because Keegan Warren," and he went, "Yep, we got a point because of Cardo Bickle."
Well, that's like, yeah.
Both goalies were on it.
I mean, the overtime winner, you can tell Keegan Warren was playing pass.
Yeah.
He was expecting Conrad to pass it over.
I felt so bad for him.
And it's just it's a rookie mistake. I mean, but you don't really want to blame him for it. They wouldn't have got a point without him. But no, you can tell he was playing pass. Like he was literally almost, what's it called when a goalie does the thing there? Where
cheating? The cheating over?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was like cheating over, and then it just went 5-hole, and he's like, you could tell he was kind of, he was hurt, but that was a tough goal to give up. Second game in a row that Conrad scores in overtime because they beat Drummondville the night before. And
if you ever want to wonder what the fan base thinks of the Moncton Wildcats, head to Facebook after a loss, and everyone is just like, we could have had Conrad. Conrad had to come here. Nothing against Owen Conrad. Played well, 16-year-old defenseman. But I think if you ask 90% of the Wildcat fans, they'd rather have Sean Carrier and Vincent Collard than a 16-year-old defenseman.
Yeah. No,
he's going to turn into something, but I think I'd rather have Carrier and Collard.
Yeah, me too. I have to agree. It's we'll get him next time. There's you can't run into hot goalies every game.
We're doing a good job of doing it.
We are doing a good job of doing it.
When we do it, line shakeup. We got the line shakeup that I didn't ask for it, but I assumed it was coming after the 11-1 beatdown. Loshing, Denway, Mercier, Carrier, Sumpf, still getting used to the numbers, Mueller, Trenholms, Lounsbury, Collard. That should be the third line. That is a perfect third line. Auger, Delorier, and Glass. Defense stayed the same. I mean, what were your thoughts on the shakeup of the lines? Were you for it? Did you think it was a knee-jerk reaction after losing the game? Like, what were your...
I guess you could probably say it was a knee-jerk reaction. Like, something had to be done, and they kind of did it. It's not... I mean, I like the idea of Loshing, Desnoyers, and Mercier. I really like that idea. People are probably going to complain about Auger being demoted, but I mean, you've got to make it work.
Yeah.
I don't think he's going to complain about where he plays in the lineup. But you got to make it. You've got to make it work. You got to figure something out, and I think that's. I mean, maybe that's a good sign. Maybe Lacroix is getting the kind of the message here. You got to do something to mix it up, and this way you're kind of. I think he's doing his part to try to not necessarily save his job, but do something that's going to make this team start to perform the way they should.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, he didn't change the defense core up in any of the games, and I kind of didn't think he would because he changes them in games. But at some point, you can't just keep rolling the same lines out and then change them in the game looking for a spark. You got to try and, I'm sure these guys didn't find the lines out before the game. I'm sure they kind of practiced them the day before and kind of figured it out. I was happier that he kept the lines for the Bathurst game instead of like trying a line. Oh, we lost, so we're going to try another line. That would have frustrated. I'd been like, why are you going to another line combination? Like, stick with your line combination. One thing I didn't notice in the Islanders game that I wanted to see, and we saw a little bit in the Bathurst game. Again, I didn't watch the Bathurst game. I mean, it was on one of my 3 TVs, but I didn't pay attention to it when I got home. I didn't see Desnoyers and Carrier in 3-on-3 overtime, and I didn't expect them to start the overtime, but I thought, okay, we're going to see Loshing and somebody, like Loshing, Desnoyers, and Morin, and then we're going to see another line, and then the third line coming out is going to be Desnoyers, Carrier, and Morin. Like, put those two on the ice together. They played some 4-on-4 in the victory over Bathurst, which was a 6-2 victory. Kind of what we expected. I mean, it was a good bounce-back game after the big loss, a tight OT loss. It's good to see them jump on Bathurst early, but we saw them play, and they were in the offensive zone. Like, I mean, you had someone ask about Desnoyers -2 against Charlottetown, and I went, yeah, well, the first one was a defensive turnover that 49 out of 50 times the guy doesn't do that.
Yep.
And the other one was an OT turnover where, just like at the end of last year with Thibault, it got poked off his stick and goes the other way. So neither one of those were a result of him, but I think I was more impressed that they put the different power play guys together.
Who cares about plus minus anyway? What a stupid stat.
Yeah,
just dumb.
I mean,
I don't care who's on the ice.
It helps like a little bit later in the show for one of my things, but they move the power play guys around, and that's what I like to see more than.
Oops. Well, I didn't know this stuff.
Yeah,
I just show up.
Yeah, that's what makes our show great. Is you just show up and drop the knowledge. I think they got two power play goals in 3 games. I wanted 3. I was so close, but again. They should beat Bathurst 4-5-2 or 4-6-3 or whatever. That's what they should do. They should be beating Charlottetown. So we're not pumping their tires after losing in overtime and beating Bathurst as they head to St. John and Val-d'Or this week. Like, there's still work to do, and I hope that these lines that they used this past weekend practice together. So that you have...
I would hope so.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I don't want to see another line combination.
Carrier was second line, right? And Dinwiddie was first line?
Yeah.
These are guys that are going to be getting those playing minutes for the next few years.
Yeah.
Just get them accustomed to it.
And we knew Carrier wasn't going to stay on the fourth line for...
No. He's, if anything,
let alone all season, but like a month or two.
I mean, talk about climbing up. Like he's doing his job. He's, believe it or not, probably one of the best skaters on the team, aside from Loshing.
Yeah. Is this how Peltier started? Do you remember? Because I didn't.
Peltier was actually. I think Carrier is actually faster than Peltier at 16.
But did Peltier start in the fourth line?
No.
You had mentioned that he's the same kind of player, younger.
Peltier was like second line from the get go. Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. But yeah, him. Carrier. This is. I don't know what I'm saying right now, but like it's.
I'm not trying to compare the two. I just wondered.
I think you need to keep them there.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But if I don't mind OJ on the fourth line.
No.
It seems to be working out, and he's one of those guys that whoever he plays with, he's got chemistry with. So it doesn't matter if he's playing first line or fourth line. He's making his teammates better.
Yeah, and having all the talent in the world helps, but you can only have a top 6.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to, at some point, spread that depth out. And if OJ, with his skill, is on the fourth line with Glass and Samson, or Delorier, that's fine. Like, he's got the skill to make those players better, as well as when those guys are hard on the puck and getting things going, he's there to take advantage of the score. And that's what, and I'm sure first line to fourth line, they don't care. They're on the ice. They're part of the team. They're trying to get a W. It's the fans that are making more of the fourth line is the demotion. No, it's spreading out the depth, and they need to do something.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, the game, I don't think I've ever seen you more excited for a road game.
Oh, yeah, we're going to a concert.
For a road game than you are as we get into the preview of St. John and Val-d'Or this Saturday. Like, I honestly cannot remember. We haven't gotten to many road games together, but even talking about road games, I don't remember the last time you were so pumped.
This Saturday night is going to be, for me, I'm going to a concert.
And a hockey game broke out?
Yeah. Well, it's like when you go to a liquor store and they give it like, you buy a 2-4, you get a hat.
Yeah.
Well, you pay like $35 for the hat and you get a case of beers for free.
Yeah.
That's
a steal nowadays. Hats are like
going
$50.
for me, this Cardinal Ovechal, he's a main attraction. Yeah. It's I'm pretty excited about this. I'm going to dance around, sing along, and have a good time.
Yeah, you are pumped. You got your Cardinal Official, and I'm like, I don't think I know one song. You're like, yeah, you know this one. I'm like, yeah, I do. We can't play them for copyright issues, obviously,
right.
But you can go find it, Cardinal Official. Again, just like the last one. I mean, they have, the goalie can steal this one too.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really excited to see Val-d'Or. Like, they were a team that we were really hoping to lose last year a whole lot, and they helped us out. But they're no joke this year. Like, they are playing well. They're what are they? 5-2, 5-3. 3 of their wins have come against Rouen, who is 5-2, but still to get those 3 wins against Val-d'Or. I mean, they're a good team.
They're eventually going to come back down to earth.
Yep.
And I think it's going to be on this road trip because I think they're going to get
just trying to go to their schedule.
Yeah, they're going to be back down to earth after this road trip.
One would hope. We thought that Drummondville was going to steamroll through their road trip, and they steamrolled through us, and then they lost to Charlottetown and Bathurst on back-to-back nights. Didn't make our loss look any better.
So they got where are we at here now?
Cape Breton, Halifax, Moncton.
Yeah, so we're the back end of a 3-3.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, we're gonna. It's one of those things where A, we're gonna do some damage to them, or B, they're just gonna empty the tank and surprise us.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully it's the first one. But I think they're
It's got a very Blainville feel.
I have pretty confident they're gonna get some. They're gonna get knocked back down to earth against Cape Breton and Halifax.
Yeah, I mean, even Cape Breton's playing better. I mean, we knew they weren't going to be. I mean, they're 6-4, 12 points. Charlottetown's 6-4. Moncton's 6-3, 1-1. Halifax 6-3, 1-1. Like right now, this is a 4-team race.
Are we first in the Maritime Division?
Yeah, and I don't understand how, unless it's goals for and goals against. That's the only thing I can think of is we got more goals for. Because to me, we lost to Halifax.
Why do we want Dan LaCroix fired for first in the Maritime Division?
It's
raise a banner.
Well, they're gonna in about a month. Yeah. I think it'll be a lot like Blainville. And funny enough, we play St. John, and then we play a team in a third of 3-3 again, like we did with Blainville. But the thing I want is if they're gonna jump on Val-d'Or and get that early lead, continue to keep that early lead and not allow Val-d'Or to come back in. I don't even know who's on Val-d'Or.
David Doucette is our captain. He's from Bay Saint-Anne, New Brunswick.
Nice. We're going to have some fans in the building.
Yeah. I wonder if Pittsburgh's going to wear his Val-d'Or jersey to the game. Al's pals.
Is it Val-d'Or jersey?
Yeah, he's a Chris Letang.
Oh, that would make
Val-d'Or
sense.
jersey.
Yeah, that would make sense. Thomas Sabelka, 3 goals, 10 points. Alexander Guy.
Oh, the guy.
Evan Depati.
Oh, Philip Veilleux, who's the first round pick. Yeah.
Matthias Hualet.
Well, watch out for that Veilleux guy. He'll do a Michigan goal.
So I'm kind of excited to see them a little early, quite early for them to come in.
I'm liking this Quebec teams in October.
Yeah, the problem is you might be the only one because, ticket sales.
That just means more Maritime teams at the end of the season.
Yeah. Yay to the last month of the season that should be done at 60 games instead of the final 8. But anyways, Moncton averaging 3,700. I mean, I thought this was just a Moncton problem, and we always say it's like a CHL problem. I was watching the WHL on the weekend. Moose Jaw had 2,800 people. Regina, 2,800. Obviously, that's tough without a Bedard. But Saskatoon, 37. Brandon, 5,100 people. Kelowna, 4,000. Edmonton, 4,500. But then you get Portland, Prince Albert, 29-21. Like, everyone's having their struggles. It's not just a Moncton thing. But at some point, hopefully we're going to have a Pink in the Rink game. I don't think it'll be Sunday. So it might be the St. John or the Quebec one coming down the pipe at the end of the year. Or the end of the month. What do you got?
Maybe he's not the captain of Val-d'Or.
David Doucette?
He's not even listed on Elite Prospects. Who is their captain?
Oh.
I thought he was on Val-d'Or. That's weird. Oh well.
I mean, if you thought he was.
I just fact checked myself 2 minutes later, so can't call me out for that one.
Nope. Desjardins. Charles Antoine Pilat makes his return to Moncton.
He's on Val-d'Or?
Yep.
Oh, where's the ceremony?
Well, they gave one to Isenza. Give one to him.
Who is their captain?
Nathan Bolduc, maybe?
Sorry, folks. Quick, we'll be right back after these messages from Bedford.
Yeah. I have no idea. But yeah, I'm hoping there's a Pink in the Ring game. Oh, that's we're gonna mute that because we don't get paid to have ads on. I'm hoping there's a Pink in the Ring style game. There hasn't been any announcement on teammates.
Maybe he's got to be the captain.
Well, I would imagine if he's there. Maybe he's injured. Was he injured?
Maybe.
I mean, we're doing a lot of research for Val-d'Or.
I'm right. You're wrong. Not you, but the thing.
My mistake. Your fault.
The prospects page is wrong.
Oh, shocking. Actually, I should be able to do this. Score a sheet.
Val-d'Or Foreurs.
Are they for real?
No, the Foreurs.
Their captain, it might be him because they didn't have a captain against Cape Breton, and he wasn't in the lineup. Sabalka was an A, Drapeau was an A, and Zakil Turgeon was an A.
Yeah, so maybe he's hurt.
Maybe he's hurt. But anyways, buy your tickets for Sunday Fun Day.
Sunday Fun Day.
Sunday Fun Day.
The best deal in town is the PAL Airlines 4 family members thing.
Yep. Even if you're going as a three, as a group
Buy
of three,
4.
it's still cheaper to get the 4-pack.
It's cheaper to have a foursome than it is a threesome.
I was hoping there was going to be lines there. You really got me trying to find out.
Who cares?
Oh, I do now because you make me look for it.
You might have just been hurt. Check the lineup.
That's what I'm getting at. I hit the line. I hit the lines instead of the lineup. What's his name? Doucette.
Like, where the hell is he?
He's not. He's right there. 91. David Doucette. But he was not. He was not in the lineup.
He's not there.
91. He's not there. So
He's not there.
no.
Maybe he left.
David Doucette, if you want to reach out to us on social media, let us know if you're the captain or if you're still there. Are you ready for everyone's favorite part of the show?
I guess so.
All right. Eric Murray, Realtor. Buy a house from him. Stick Tap of the Week.
Still doing this research here. I'm so intrigued about what's going on. Never mind. Anyways, yeah. So the stick tap of the week is it's not political, but I am going to say that the stick tap of the week is going to the overall beauty of our province in the fall.
Yeah.
So I went for a drive down to Alma on Sunday. Beautiful fall colors. Beautiful. Everything is brown and orange and red. It was gorgeous. Fundy National Park right now it's hard to hard to miss. It's one of those drives you almost have to make down this time of the year because it's probably only got a couple more weeks to go before everything is gone. Everything's back to leaves are on the ground and all this other jazz. And you can tell I'm not prepared for this one. My apologies. Very busy weekend. But no, it's I did a little trip to Alma on Sunday, and if you go to Alma, you can't go to Alma without going to Kelly's Bake Shop.
Oh my God, yeah.
To get the sticky buns.
Yeah.
And
Actually, not sponsored.
Yeah, we also did.
They should be though.
Absolutely free sticky buns.
Yeah, you go make that happen.
Yeah, I should. Actually,
take another drive down there and make that happen.
I actually, depending on how the games went this week, I was going to go to Superstore before coming here and I get a box of those turnovers. Yeah. And we're going to share the turnovers while doing the game recaps.
Yeah, remind me after the Wildcat of the Week. I got something for you.
Yeah. But no, if you have time, I know this weekend's a couple games, but, the weekend after that is...
one game, so Sunday.
Yeah, so you can go down on the Saturday. I got my calendar here. What day is it? Where are we? Where's October? Ah, yes. Okay. Friday and Saturday next weekend.
Yeah.
So you can go down on the Sunday. Sunday the 29th will be a great time to do a drive down to Alma. Get yourself some sticky buns. And if you've ever gone to the Alma Lobster Shop, I'm going to keep talking. I'm sorry. I know you're
No, that's fine. I wasn't sure. That's why I was like, okay, keep going.
You will cut me off ever
I'm never
again.
cutting you off. I'm just being ready.
So the Alma Lobster Shop
Yeah.
used to just be a lobster shop. But did you know they opened a full-service restaurant?
No.
So if you don't like lobster, you can now go to the Alma Lobster Shop and get like fish and chips, burgers, nachos, wings. It's like a legit restaurant now, and there's more seating, so you can sit outside and watch the tide come in and watch the boats as well. Yeah, I checked that, and it's cheap. $12 for a one-piece fish and chip at the Alma Lobster Shop. And you know what's funny? Across the street at the Muddy Rudder, $14 for a one-piece fish and chip.
I was just trying to find the draft sponsor from 2 years ago, Muddy Rudder Bar and Grill.
Yeah. So, they're still good. Went there to eat. Very good. The nachos at Muddy Rudder, better than Boston Pizza nachos, and those are hard to beat.
Tipsy Tails.
Tipsy Tails.
Have you eaten Tipsy Tails, the sweet corn that they have there? We actually bought the sweet corn spice.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, mint.
So, Tipsy Tails, their new chef is actually an Indian chef. Yeah. So, they've kind of revamped their menu. So, it's like curry, butter chicken, naan bread. Boom. It's delicious. We were walking down Main Street in Alma. That's all you smell is curry and butter chicken.
Honey, we're going to Alma on the 29th.
Delicious.
Yeah.
It's all you smell walking down Main Street in Alma right now. It's curry. It's phenomenal.
And then you stop at the Holy Whale and you stay hydrated.
I did go to the Holy Whale. I drank beer at a church.
Did you?
It was great.
Did they have the Skittles there? No. Yeah, there's a Holy Whale in Riverview, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you have the Skittle Sour?
I did not.
Oh my God. Mint.
I know it's good though.
Yeah.
But Alma is such a great
Hang
place.
on. You went to Holy Whale and you didn't bring any beer for the show?
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I had like one beer. It was like 10 o'clock in the morning.
Good for you. That's progress.
Not bad. Yeah, so on the 29th, I expect to see everybody in Alma.
Yeah.
I'll probably go. Unless I have another kid's birthday party, because that seems to happen every weekend. Because, I want to try this full-service restaurant out the Alma Lobster Shop. And that's your Stick Tap of the Week.
Yeah.
Alma. Beautiful.
The Stick Tap of the Week, sponsored by Eric Murray Real Estate with the Remax Avante team. If you're looking to buy or sell a home in the Greater Moncton or surrounding area, make sure to check him out on social media or give him a call at 506-863-8802.
We were like this close to getting the town of Alma to sponsor this podcast.
I actually want to tell a story. I know we're almost done here.
No, we got...
But since we skipped the Thursday talk on the game,
we got more time. Yeah.
So...
before you start, the drive, this province...
Yeah.
I've been here. It'll be 6 years in February. Every October, I drive like this.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's so pretty. Like, there's so... Oh, sorry. Drive like this. It's so pretty. Like, I just... When Haley came down, she's like, what's the weather like? I'm like, it doesn't even matter. It's going to be beautiful and red and orange and yellow and it's fall. I love it. Just come out here.
So my story. So obviously living in a house now, I have the advantage of decorating for Halloween. Adam, I know you know this where this is going. So I went on Amazon last week and I ordered a fake corpse, in a body bag. And anyways, it got shipped on Saturday, and I opened it up, and I'm like, well, this is an awfully small box for a fake corpse. So, the corpse was actually a blow-up doll. Not just any blow-up doll.
And not just a random blow-up doll.
It was like an Asian blow-up doll, a woman, but it's like someone's actual face who exists. And does this person know that their face is on a blow-up doll?
And it's exactly what you think, folks. It's a fun time blow-up doll.
It has the parts and the entry points on this plastic thing.
Yeah, I died in Showtown when you sent us that picture.
So it was a blow-up doll, 2 garbage bags, duct tape, and rope. So you literally got to blow this woman, blow the woman up, obviously, till she's inflated, and then you've got to wrap 1 garbage bag around her lips. Not her lips, sorry. I'm getting all horned up talking about my blow-up doll. You got to take a garbage bag and around the waist, and then tape it. And then put another one around the head and tape it. And then I hung it up upside down in my front yard. So it's dangling from its feet. Now, after Halloween, what am I going to do with a blow-up doll? So if you have any suggestions, you can send us a DM on all of our social medias. What should I do with a blow-up doll after Halloween?
Yeah, I honestly thought it came... as a garbage bag with something in it that you inflated, but you couldn't get into the garbage. I've seen those before. That's what I thought they were. Man, yeah, that was unbelievable when you showed me the...
So here's my... that's what she looks like, and I'll show the camera here. There's my woman. There's my
here's your blow-up doll.
Little blow-up doll.
Oh,
and yeah, so don't know what I'm going to do with that.
No.
After Halloween.
Yeah, I don't. If you want to DM us on that, Or if you are going to Elm on the 29th, tag us in a picture. We'll share it from Jeremy's Stick Tab of the Week. That brings us finally to the Wildcats Wildcat of the Week, presented by Rosemary Lynn Massage and Spa. Don't forget, they have a loyalty card. So when you book 9 spa services, you get 1 free. If you want to take advantage of this, call to book an appointment at 506-830-1224 or book with them in person at 1224 Mountain Road. This player, I've been hard on a little bit here and there. But so far, he was very steady over the week. More so on the weekend than Thursday. He had an assist on Saturday on the power play. He had a goal on Sunday, which from all accounts was his best game of the year. He was a +3 on Sunday. He's a +7 right now. He got some time on the power play, or the second power play. Fit nicely in Charlottetown, including the nice muffin assist he gave to Forte John with the snipe. The Wildcast player of the week is number 21, Nathan Grenier. Oh, my story that I was supposed to remember to tell you about?
Yes.
We are debating, Layla and I, of getting the Hot Wings box. You can buy the Hot Wings.
Absolutely.
You can buy the Hot Wings box.
We will do
of
it.
all the sauces, and we will bring her on, and you guys will do the Hot Wing challenge against each other, and I will ask you questions, full on Wildcast rip-off style of the Hot Wings challenge, and ask you guys questions as you eat these. Would you be into that? Because I can't do it. I will.
So is it
it's not running down my nose?
Is it all of them, like up to the last dab?
I don't.
Because it's at Showcase, right?
Yeah.
I've seen it, and I was like, oh man, I want to buy that.
You always tell us we find the best stuff ever.
Yeah. And oh, man, my butthole would hurt the next morning.
Yeah.
A lot would probably hurt the next morning. I would be up for it. I could probably manage that.
Hot Ones.
Yep.
Box set. There it is. Let's see what we get here.
I'm pretty sure it's at Showcase, wherever it's called in the mall.
It could be. Yeah, that's just probably the. Yeah, it's.
These people are going to be laughing their heads off when they hear this part of the show.
Yeah, just at they're gonna.
Oh my god.
The Hot One season 22 pack.
Wow.
Continue whatever. $120. Stay spicy. Let's see what you get. So you get the last dab by itself. So includes buffalo hot sauce.
Easy.
2 out of 10. My nose will probably start running reading this. Blistered shiitake and garlic hot sauce. 2 of 10. Spicy passion fruit. 3 of 10.
Easy.
Los Calientes barbacoa. 4 out of 10.
That's probably where it's going to get good.
33,000 Scoville heat units. Power Jab hot sauce. 55,000 Scoville hot. Whiskey smoked ghost. 71,000 Scoville hot. See how my nose is running, people? Ginger Tropic Star hot sauce. 110,000 Scoville heats. Evolution hot sauce, Da Bomb, 135,000. I don't need your reviews. Get out of here. Dawson's hot sauce, 620, and the Last Dab Experience, to be determined. Scoville heat units, hot heat 11 out of 10.
Are we doing it with wings?
Well, yeah. What else are you gonna do it with? Now, you can have chicken wings or cauliflower wings. We might buy this and take it home to my family at Christmas time because that's who started us watching the show. But you don't have to make the decision now. Maybe think about it for the week, and then we'll come back to it next week.
I'm pretty sure I could make at least the first 5, but after so.
But we were watching Jennifer Lawrence, and I think we were watching. I can't remember one other one, and I was just like, we should get that. And you and Jeremy, you being Layla, do the Hot Wings challenge here on YouTube on our show. I will ask you guys questions as you eat these things and go from there. I think that would be a very fun Christmas type episode. But yeah, that'll do it for this episode. Don't forget, like and subscribe if you enjoyed the end of this show. Thanks again to our sponsor, Appliance Solutions. KitchenAid Cook Up the Savings event from now till November 1st. Instant savings on qualified KitchenAid major appliances, $300 for 3, $400 for 4, and $500 for 5. 25 Halifax Street, Moncton, 506-858-5000. 51-11. Sunday fun day. Volts or the Foreurs are in the building. I hope it's pink in the ring. Probably won't be. That'll probably be the final 2 games of the year. Get your tickets. For Jeremy, I'm Adam. See you next week.
Thanks for listening to another episode of the Wildcast podcast. Follow us on social media at Moncton Wildcast.